All right, part two, moving forward, continuing. I was talking about how it's important for us to make sure we give our children time and not replace it with just stuff, because the video I posted yesterday on how I balance my time with my children over the years focused on what I did financially for them. But I need everybody to know that I've had to put a lot of time and sweat into my boys, and now I'm doing it with my girls. And I want to talk about how if we do it at an early age, it makes it easier as they get older. It's something called generative learning. You know what generative learning is? I'm learning this in my behavior specialist class right now. Generative learning is when we teach our children one thing and we get a whole bunch of free lessons along the way. It's almost like, let's say you have a child who doesn't know how to push a button. It might seem insignificant. Hey, sweetheart, I'm talking and making a video, right?
Right.
All right, so I don't need to compete with you, do I?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
See, that's how I always talk calm most of the time, unless it's something like, you cut, you know. But anyway, it might seem insignificant to know how to push a button, but knowing how to push a button can be life-saving for a lot of reasons. Dialing 911, pushing start on a microwave as an adult. So these are daily living skills that are behavior cuss. But what I was getting to is, if a child knows how to learns how to push a button on one toy, the generative learning process is that they'll be able to push a button on other toys. Teaching them one thing can lead to life lessons in a lot of other areas. And my daughter's, like last night, I was watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Jenica. And she seen one of the little girls. I don't know if y'all remember the movie, talking about, I want the golden egg. I want the egg. I want. Jenica goes, she's spoiled. And I looked at her, because that's not a 1 + 1 = 2 problem. That's a character trait. Remember I told you Jenica mimics character traits. So I said, she's spoiled. I said, what do you mean? Why did you say she's spoiled? What does spoiled mean? And she was like, she's not thankful. I said, oh, so she's ungrateful? Yeah, she's ungrateful. She's not grateful for what she has. And you don't understand how that just melts my heart, because I want my kids to have character. And she was diagnosed with autism. But no, I don't let diagnosis and things like that determine how far my children can go. It's my job to think outside of the box and figure out what kind of lessons I can teach them. So that's why I don't mind spending money on my kids. Me doing things for them don't replace the time and the values that I put into them as well. And I know they're grateful. I know they're appreciative. I know they have good character. My oldest son, I don't mind doing things for him. He got a job. You know what I'm saying? He's learning how to save money somewhat, you know what I mean? He at the beginning stages of that. I am too. Hey, so we in this together. But basically, time, you know, values. I want my daughters to have character traits, my sons. I've put a lot of time into all of my children. I just can spotlight the girls per se, because they were a little different than what I expected. Like, I used to feel used when they were little, because they used to defend each other. Like, if I laid one down on my lap to do her hair, the other one would say, she couldn't really talk, but she would say, stop, leave her alone. Like, they didn't have the same mommy relationship with me like my sons. They talked in their own language. They didn't talk to me. They didn't start calling me mommy till they were 5. They didn't really start using their words till they were almost 6. And once they started, it was just like breakthrough after breakthrough, but they still struggle. They still struggle with, some word uses and sentences now, but they have so many capabilities, and I'll be wanting to share this with people because it was a long haul. Like the fact that she recognized that this girl was spoiled last night. I might have taught her that, you know, over the years, teaching them about being grateful and thankful, and that they have to appreciate what mommy does for them. And then while we were watching Willy Wonka, I think I asked the daughters, do they want to go to where all the candy was? They said no. Why? They actually, both of them, they actually said they're gonna have a sugar rush. I said, a sugar rush? What's a sugar rush? They said, from eating too much candy. And I thought about how I genuinely will get them a snack every day. So they said, so I said, so they only supposed to have one? Yeah, like if we go to Dollar General, Mommy, we only need one treat. And tell me why today I took them to Dollar General. I'm trying to find some sand for this hoop, and Walmart didn't have any. And I wanted to get some cereal and some milk and some crackers, things that they could eat that was easy, because Mama ain't gonna cook tonight. And they go, they didn't even pick anything out. And I was shocked. Like, they didn't go rush in and try to find them one thing. I said, at the checkout, I said, I noticed y'all didn't even go get a snack. They said, because we got donuts in the car, and that's enough. I'm like, okay, generative learning. When you teach a child one concept or one gift, it kind of trickles into other areas of their life. And that's why you want to teach them as much as you can as they're young. I don't have to spank my kids. Even though as a behavior specialist, I'm learning other ways anyway. But I don't have to, because I teach them things over the years. I swear, like, they're quiet, they're well behaved, they know not to jump on furniture. I still got to work on them throwing their trash away when they're in my computer room on my computer while they're eating. But generative learning, teaching your children one thing will bless you in multiple areas. Generative learning, another example might be, once you teach your child to match an airplane with another airplane, they already know that matching a cup with a cup, because you taught them the general principle of a matching, of matching one item to another. So generative learning is they can take that same skill and use it in multiple areas. Or if you teach green means go. Like, no, I'm not gonna get into the breakdown of it because it gets complex. But I just wanted to make this little video in summary on how we as parents have to put time into our children to teach them love, to teach them basic principles about life, and not feel like if we spending $1 on our kids, it replaces everything else we have to do. And I didn't know if I was sending that message out somewhat in the video I posted yesterday titled Balancing My Love Over the Last Overall for my Fabulous 4. No, I do a lot more than just spend money on my kids, but I don't mind doing that too. They'll be grown one day. They'll be gone. And I feel my job as a parent is to prepare them for life outside of me. Anything that my kids can do on their own, I do have them do on their own. If we're making sandwiches, the girls can spread peanut butter on their bread. Now, if I notice that they're doing too much, or I will assist, but I teach them to do the things for their self, because tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. So I don't want to do everything for them, and then they are handicapped or they're not able to take care of themselves as an adult. All right, I'm at 8 minutes and 45 seconds, and I look forward to seeing everybody next time. Bye.